Hey guys, this is EBuzz with me, Rohit Khilnani. I will give you the highlights from the entertainment world, all the big things that happened in the week. Anushka Sharma issued a statement. Now, I'll tell you why that is a big deal, because she doesn't do that very often. It's been 11 years and we have never heard her, seen her clearing her stand. So much is written about her over the years, so much is said about them on TV, radio, internet, everywhere. But finally, she broke her silence. She thought this is it. And she makes it very clear and says that if a lie is repeated again and again, some people may think is the truth. And that must have happened to her many times. Sadly, she clearly says a lot of things, clears a few important things that are connected to cricket because her husband is Virat Kohli, captain of the Indian cricket team. Firstly, she was in a picture after the Indian Test match in England. There was a High Commissioner's dinner and she was in the picture with other members of the cricket team, the cricketers. But that became a big thing, that why is Anushka Sharma given this importance and why is she in the picture? She cleared everything. She said in the statement that she didn't want to be in the picture. The High Commissioner's wife requested, insisted, and she was still hesitant, but that's why she agreed to be in it. Every picture has a backstory, guys, so stop giving it off to celebrities without knowing the background. It's very, very important. Celebrities need to be respected, and clearly none of us were there. We don't know what happened. Recently, someone said that she was being served tea by selectors at a cricket match. Now that sounds ridiculous, firstly, even when someone says it, but clearly this was written. If you just search the internet, so many people wrote about it. She clears it again that she was not in the selector's stand. She was in the family stand. So there's no question about she being served tea by some selector. Now, clearly people, shoot these things off their mouth. It doesn't even make sense. It's clearly not factually incorrect. It is. And she also makes a joke in the end and says, I don't drink tea, I drink coffee. She made this humorous in the end, but we all need to know one thing. Just because they are celebrities, loose talk is kind of unfair. She's someone who came from Bangalore, made it in Bollywood, in an industry where nepotism rules. She made it by herself. She's a self-made woman, a good actor who's really reached the top. So is Virat Kohli. He's a self-made person. We need to give them their due respect. And clearly in our country, Housefull is being received with open arms. We spoke to people outside the cinema halls. They have loved it. And there are so many people in India outside cinema halls because they all are clearly going and watching Housefull. This film collected 100 crore in the first 5 days. I mean, 100 crore to aise ban gaya. Now, after 7 days, it has reached 137 crore rupees. Clearly, this is a critics-proof movie. Over the past few years, this is the fourth Housefull. When Sajid Khan used to make it, people panned it, critics didn't like it. But clearly, this is a movie where critics give it a bad review and it continues to do well. We all know these are two different things, but this film proves that this is something that the audience really enjoys, and this is a film that the critics don't enjoy. Over a period of time, that's evident. Internationally also, the collections are huge. So big congratulations to the team. And we have another platform. Apple TV launches in India and all over the world. In India, it's at a very reasonable price of $99 a month. I'm here to tell you what you should watch. I have watched quite a bit already. Apple was kind enough to give me the previews. So I would suggest first start with the morning show. It gives you an idea about a newsroom, about how morning anchors work. Of course, the plot has a major part of the Me Too movement. It's a major part of the plot. It's not just a mention. You will not forget the Me Too story that happens in this first episode of the morning show. You'll not forget it till the last show. So watch the morning show. And another show that I want to recommend on Apple TV Plus is Dickinson. It's about a famous American poet who became famous only after she died, because after she died, 1800 poems were found by her sister in her room and she got all of them published. Sadly, while she was alive, her father didn't let her get published because he thought women should be in the kitchen and should just run the house. Sadly, can you imagine what her life would have been if her work was published while she was alive? That would have been so cool. But the world was not perfect, and it's still not perfect. Watch this. It's not something, I know it sounded serious when I said it's a comedy. The best thing they've done is that they've made it into a comedy. Music plays a very important role there. So Dickinson and The Morning Show on Apple TV Plus.